Hello, my name's Robert Roberson. I am presently living in Poland. I am a teacher, an English teacher. I have been for almost 40 years now. Um, yes, I own my own company, and I am able to make invoices. I would like to work as much as 25 hours a week, and I am available on weekends. What is my background in English? Well, I studied humanities at the university, and I didn't major in English, but I minored in English. And I also started teaching Vietnamese people in the tutoring center that was at the university in English as a second language. So I sort of perfected my grammar by teaching Vietnamese people in the United States. What is my have you taught English to children? I've taught English to everybody, it seems to me. I worked for EDF, Air France. I was brought to France by Air France because I was working in an ESL school in the United States named CES, and I also worked at another school called LADO, which had their own sort of very particular methodology. At CES, a person in the 1980s, a person named Sylvie, came to do a course in English. She was from Air France. She worked in the human resources department. And she liked my teaching so much that she offered me a job in France with at a school that they had at the time called Le Centre de Perfectionnement Linguistique d'Air France. And I accepted because going to live in Paris was a dream. And that company, it didn't fold. It was sold to EDF after a while, and then EDF sold it to a private person after a while, and the private person found, well, at the time I was earning something like 250 francs, français, an hour, and he said that the Irish, because it was a bad time in Ireland, the Irish were accepting 50 francs français an hour, which was something I couldn't work for. But EDF m'a sauvé la peau, and so EDF said, no, we'll put you at the Centre de Recherche in Châtillon. So I went to Châtillon and worked there for a while. And EDF also, they were still sort of running like a centre de formation. And they lent me to AMPE, and the AMPE discovered my sort of inclination towards theater singing because I did work in nightclubs as a jazz singer at night. And so ANPE hired me to be an English teacher in their centre de formation for people from the world of art and music. As far as teaching children, I worked in Belgium at Pro Linguis, which was sort of a summer boarding school for children where they would go and spend the summer to learn to speak English. And I taught there from like 2005 to 2012 until the school closed. And I really enjoyed that, and so and taught all ages. I had students from 6 years old to 21. They also had business students, so I taught some of the companies in Belgium in the city of Arlon. And what else? I've taught in groups. Yes, I've taught groups. And I've taught one on one lessons. Um, my teaching method is a little different in that, so I have this concept that one of the most important things in teaching any language is repetition and correction. But if repetition is boring, then the class will not work. And no matter, I mean, okay, we've all seen sort of examples in like Truffaut movies where the teacher is going, I will go to the beach, you will go to the beach, she will go to the beach. And the kids are just sort of, I will go to the beach, which puts them into a hypnotic state where they learn nothing. It goes in this ear and out the other. So, my idea is to get them to play games. In fact, I did this morning. I played Cluedo with a student because he's Polish, first of all, and they don't have word order like we do in French or English. So I had to teach him that subject must come first, and then who did what to whom, with what, where. And he played the game this morning and said to me, "Where can I buy it?" That was the last thing he said. So, so that's when you know a game is successful. He wanted to play with his kids because they're learning English too, he said. So this getting people to repeat and not think that I'm repeating, that I'm actually doing something, is a tricky bit. And games often help. And so, but I do use conventional books to convey ideas and show different things. I do have a TEFL. I have two TEFLs, one that was done before the internet was a thing, and one that was done after the internet was a thing and includes like internet activity in it. So that is it, and I look forward to speaking to you and seeing you and meeting you, and hope that that was sufficient. That gives you enough information about me. Okay, goodbye.